Hey, so you renew your driver's license, your passport. What about reviewing the terms of your relationship? We sat down with sex therapist Dr. Tammy Nelson to talk to all of us about the taboo things that you may be too nervous to bring up to your partner. Check it out.
You might just call our next guest Dr. Love. Sexy, because she's a world-renowned relationship expert, sex therapist, and author. Please welcome to our show, Dr. Tammy Nelson.
Doc, how are you?
Doc, good to see you.
Hi. Thank you. I like the Dr. Love thing.
I do too, that's right. All right, Dr. Tammy, we all know monogamous relationships are super hard.
Tell me about it. I'm just kidding.
But what specifically makes them so difficult?
Well, I think today we're expected to live with someone and be, monogamous and attracted and excited for 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, sometimes 70 years. And there's no precedent for that. We know how to get divorced. We know how to cheat. We know how to break up, but we don't know how to stay sexy and hot.
I've always kind of wondered this, but I want to hear from your experience. What do men who cheat want besides the obvious?
Well, I think people who are looking for outside relationships, and look, Ashley Madison, which is the Married But Dating website, has 75 million members worldwide. And it's not just men. Half of them are women. So what do people look for? They're looking to not so much for someone else, they're looking to be someone else. They're looking for a part of them that they can't, for whatever reason, express in the relationship they're in. And 72% of a recent survey of Ashley Madison members said that they would want to be in an open relationship if they knew how to talk about it. So people would rather be honest and open than lie. And I think that that's where we're going with marriage today.
I could definitely see that. Well, we asked about the men. What do women want?
Good question, Al.
Half of our audience is curious.
Yeah, well, 82% of women in open relationships say they're pretty fulfilled. I mean, they want the same thing. They want good sex, they want good romance, and they want good emotional connection. We all want the same thing, and we want to live in integrity. We don't want to hide and we don't want to lie. And so that's really what open monogamy is. It's being with one primary person, having that central commitment, but also having the flexibility and the fluidity to explore what makes us feel fulfilled.
Dr. Love, listening to you, it almost sounds like traditional monogamy is dead. Do you think it is?
Well, monogamy has always been synonymous with morality. And today, I think it's more about being honest. And if we can find a way that works for us as a couple, then that's really the key. I don't think monogamy in marriage is the same for everyone anymore. It's not your grandmother's, monogamy, that's for sure.
That's true. We're talking about on a talk show like this openly, which I really appreciate and like, because I think a lot of people have questions. So how do you create a sustainable relationship that works for you and one where you can stay true to yourself? I'm assuming it has to be with communication, which no one's good at.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. How do you stay true to yourself and also another person, right? We want to keep our promises. That's what integrity means. But we also want to stay true to who we are as we grow. So you have to have this conversation over and over. You have to renew your monogamy, just like you would renew your license every couple of years. You have to renew what your monogamy means to you and have these conversations on a regular basis, because we change over time as we develop as a couple.
So, Dr. Tammy, I got to know about this micro-cheating. What is the definition of micro-cheating? What does that look like?
Well, I think you know it when you're doing it. It's like the little things that you do that you might not want your partner to know. Like if you're hiding your phone when you send a text, that might be considered micro-cheating. If you're not really transparent about your social media, that might be micro-cheating. Like we know when we're doing something that we don't really want to share, then that might be the beginning. It could be a slippery slope to something bigger, or it could just be those little things that bring us this little thrill, and maybe that's okay in a relationship, and maybe it's a sign that something needs to be talked about.
Interesting. I love that we're opening this discussion. Thank you so much, Dr. Tammy, or Dr. Love when you're on the show. You are truly a relationship revolutionary, and DBL Nation, we got Dr. Tammy's book, Open Monogamy. It's available now wherever books are sold, so if you're confused or you're questioning, get this book. Thanks so much. We'll be right back. Thanks Dr.
Doc.
Tammy. Thank you.